To do it the right way, we only need 2 free programs. For Mac or Windows, it doesn't matter. We're going to use MakeMKV. The links are in the description of this video and also in the comments. So we're going to download this one. Just download it and press on install. Then select your language. We press on next. Accept the terms, next. And we also want to have the CD-ROM device arbiter. I don't know, press OK. Next, install. There we are. Press next. And we're gonna run it and press finish. On modern PCs, we don't have any more of these things, disk drives. So you can just pick one up on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description, which is an affiliate link, of course. It's just a few bucks. I think 15 euros I paid for this one. Just hook it up on your system and you're good to go. And call me old, but look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Just these physical products. If MakeMKV does not see your drive, just make sure to restart it and open it up again, and then it might work. There you go. Now it will see my drive, and you can see that it's open. So I'm gonna put in this original DVD. I'm gonna close it, and then we just let this thing scan it. And sometimes you will see this no disk inserted. No problem, just try again with another disk, or just open it up and close it again. And it's a matter of time before it will pick it up. I really don't know why it works that way. Maybe the drive has to heat up so that everything works better. I don't know, just keep trying. It will work eventually. Once you see over here that the disk is the right one, you press on File, Open Disk, and just click on it. Now the entire content on the disk will be scanned by MakeMKV to make sure what's the file, what are the dummy files, what is something that we don't need, what are the copy protected fake files, and all this will be placed in over here. Once the entire disk has been scanned, this is what we see. We can click over here to DVD disk to make our choices what will be included inside of the MKV file. Of course, you will need the video. 20 chapters, 6.3 gigabyte. It will be smaller than that, don't worry. We have the video file itself, you cannot deselect it, but then select the audio you want. Do you want surround sound English, or maybe we want French, or maybe you want both? That's okay, just select them both. Or maybe just the audio in stereo, it's also possible. And then we have over here the subtitles. Well, you can select different kind of subtitles, whatever you want. Most of the time the first 3 are the normal one, and then comes for the bad of hearing, so you can see music's playing, or this one is saying it, or this one. That's also possible. You can just disable this one if you don't need it. Once you've selected the right audio and the right subtitles, we're going to change the output folder. So you click over here, and I'm going to just rip it to my C disk. Going to make a new folder which is called ripped DVDs. Select the map, there we are, and just press on this button, MakeMKV. And now it will rip your entire DVD with all the selected audio and subtitles to one single file. Now this ripping process will take a couple of minutes, so while we wait, we're going to install the next program we're going to use, which is Handbrake. The link of this is also in the comment section and in the description of this video. The first thing you need to do is select which one you want to use. If you have an Intel or AMD processor, you need to download this one. And if you have a Qualcomm or RM64, download this one. If you don't know what you have, you probably have an Intel or AMD, so use that one. And of course for Mac, use this. Press on Download Exe. There we go. We're going to install Handbrake. Press on Next. Next. Yes, let's do it over there. Why not? Press install. I don't want to have a desktop shortcut, and we press on finish. If you try to start it, you might see this. You must install or update .NET to run this application. All right, it's just a program from Microsoft, so we can just download it. It will be downloaded automatically. And if you run it, you can see this one. Press on install, press on yes, and then we press on close. Then we can start up Handbrake again. And then we can drop a file, set of files, or entire folder. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to rip all these DVDs, and then I'm going to place them in the same folder. And then I'm going to drag the folder to there. And then we'll start transcoding them again, deinterlacing them, removing the black bars. And then we have a smaller file, and it works better on your mobile phone. Because if you not deinterlace it, you will see bars, stripes when you're going to watch your movie on your smartphone. So just wait a couple of moments until we have some files. By the way, while you're waiting, make sure to check out this tutorial where I show you how to put all these DVD files inside of this Raspberry Pi to create your ultimate media center / torrent box, which enables you to create your own private Netflix. You can even stream it straight to your smartphone. You have different kind of user accounts. You can see it on the big screen in your living room. You can connect via your PC to it. It's really amazing tutorials, so make sure to check that out. Then after 15 minutes, in my case, you can see copy complete, one title saved. If you go to your file explorer, we can see one file which is btt00. What? You need to change this or else the next DVD will override it. So I'm going to change the title to Transformers number 2. There we go. And of course we want to check out if it works. So double click it, open it with VLC, and then you can see this. The movie actually works. So before we get copyright strikes, I just go to with my right click, I can go to audio and you can see audio track. I can use English, French and stereo, and with subtitles, you can see there we have it, Dutch, English, French. It just works perfectly the way we intended. But what you might not know is that these black bars over there are completely burnt into this file. That's just the way DVD works. So the file is unnecessarily big, and if you watch it on your iPhone, you will see that these black bars are just in the way. They will not be removed. So we're going to use Handbrake to de-interlace it, also to remove those lines you can see on your smartphone when I open it up right now, and also to remove those black lines so this file will be way smaller. If you've ripped all your DVDs that you want, it's time to use Handbrake. We're going to use a folder batch scan. Click on it, select our ripped DVDs folder and press on selected. It's going to scan the titles. Then we need to adjust a couple of things to make sure that the end file is the best one. How to do that? You can go over here. We have different kind of tabs: summary, dimensions, filters, video, audio, subtitles, chapters, all these things. So first we go to summary. Then make sure to change the format to MKV and we go to dimensions. If you go to resolution and scaling, you can see the resolution limit is 1080 HD. That's really weird because DVDs only are, well, as you can see over there, the storage size is just 720 times 576. And that is, in my case, it is PAL SD because I am in Europe, so we work with PAL. If you're in the United States, you might use NTSC. Just look over here and you can see the exact size. You might be a bit disappointed that the quality of these things is just that low, but that's just the way it is in the old days. If you want to have higher quality, you should buy a Blu-ray, or you can just download it from somewhere. I don't know if that's legal. Don't break the law, please, guys. Whatever you do. Also, make sure that the cropping is set on automatic, because this will remove those black bars on the top and below. It's very important for your video. Well, you might also say, well, why not allow upscaling and let's put it on 1080 and let's use HD. Well, sorry, but Handbrake does use very simple algorithms, and your movie, it will just blow up some pixels or just imagine new pixels. It's even worse than AI, so don't do it right now. But also, if you're going to watch this on your Raspberry Pi, your media center, or maybe just on your smartphone, you will notice that the player you're using, if you're using a good player like Infuse, for example, then it will automatically make it a little bit better on your screen. So you don't need to put it in the source file. Also make sure that the anamorphic is an automatic and your cropping is also automatic. Then we go to filters, very important for your de-interlacing. Make sure the interlace detection is default and de-interlace it with decomp. Then we go to video. We can use the H.264, but that's a very old encoder. So we want to use the H.265, which is 10 years newer than the H.264. And it's way smaller, better compression, better quality, so keep it like this. The only reason why you want to use H.264 is if you're going to play this back on really old PCs, and I mean really old. Then make sure to change the frame rate to same as source and use a constant frame rate. Very important, you don't know what frame rate which DVD uses, so keep it like this one, same as source and constant. Then the constant quality, it should be between 18 and 20. I would go with 20. We have smaller file size and the quality, it will not get any better than this. It's just what it is, guys. And then we go over here, we go to audio. What we want is an MKV file with different kind of audio tracks. I do, maybe you don't, but okay. If you want that, press on tracks and add all remaining tracks. There we go, we have one Dutch and one English. As you can see now, it has been ripped using MakeMKV with AC3. If you don't want to touch this and then just copy the best result, just go over here and do AC3 pass-through, and also here AC3 pass-through. It will just pass it through straight to the new file and it will not touch it. But you can also change this to ACC. If you want it, that's basically to maximize compatibility. But if you're just using your smartphones and your PC or maybe your Raspberry Pi, AC3 will work perfectly. So we're just going to use the AC3 pass-through. Let's go to the next file. Over here we have the Lego Movie number 2. We're going to do the same with that one, add all remaining tracks. Also AC3 pass-through, both of them great. And then the last one is the Transformers movie, which also add all remaining tracks. Francois and English, also all AC3. So I'm going to press on pass-through over there. Yep, there we go. We have also English stereo and French Dolby Surround and also English Dolby Surround. Sounds great. Let's keep it this way. And the last thing to do is go to subtitles over here and we can see foreign audio scan. What's this? Just press on tracks and add all remaining tracks. Now, what is this foreign audio scan? In this specific movie, Transformers 2, there are entire scenes where there is a foreign audio being spoken, which is Cybertronian. So the choice is, do you want these subtitles to be forced and burned in? It means you can never turn it off. Well, in our case, we also have Dutch, English and Francois, and these will also translate the Cybertronian voices inside of your movie. So I don't want this to be forced only and burned in. I want to have them, but I don't want to burn them in. Alright, I'm gonna use all these ones and basically that's it. If you have a big list and you don't want to do this manually, you can also press over here selection behavior and you can do any languages and you can go to here and you go to English, for example, and you press on move right. We go to Dutch and also press on move right, and then finally to French, also move right. Then you have these three automatically always selected in the entire batch. And then also add foreign audio scan and press through track names. Burn in behavior, make sure to put this on none and press on save. Beautiful. Alright, great. Then once you're done, we press over here on add to queue. Beautiful, we have one now over there. Then we go to the next movie and change everything we want over here again. Make sure that all these things match exactly the way we've done it. Most of the things are already correct. Make sure to select the right folder and press add to queue. Once you've added all the movies to your queue, you can press over here and you can see all the movies that you've done, and you can see again all these settings. Check them again if you want to. Close this one and then we press on start queue. And here we go, Handbrake will now do its thing. And if you're wondering why all your fans are kicking in right now in your PC, that's exactly the way it should, because here you can see my GPU is being used tenfold. So that's really awesome. If you have a really big queue, you might want to shut down your computer automatically once it's done. You can do that over here, click here and change it to shut down. While we wait, consider a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. It has been completed, so let's see the results. These are my original MakeMKV files, 4 gig, 5 and 6. If you go to the final export right now, we can see, ooh, that's really small. 800 MBs, 670 MBs and only 3 gigabyte. So in total, this is 4.1 gigabyte. And this one is 15.8 gigabyte. If you're gonna rip a bunch of DVDs, it actually makes a big difference in file size. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll always reply. Hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more amazing tutorials. And make sure to watch these tutorials about creating your awesome media center with the Raspberry Pi. And it's also a torrent box, so that is just really extremely good. Check it out and hope to see you in the next video.